Hello YouTubers, and welcome to my review of the Fluval LED Full Spectrum Aqualife Implant 24-inch to 34-inch LED lighting system for your planted tanks. I bought this back in December, around like December 8th I think, as a little Christmas gift to most of my fish planted tank, because I kind of needed it. I was running 3 T12 light bulbs, plant growth bulbs you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, running 3 different strips for them. And although it was doing a decent job, just wasn't cutting it. So I decided to bite the bullet, spend the money to get the LED lighting system finally. Now, I know you can find these on Amazon, but if you can, try to buy them from a local fish store if that's available in your area. You really got to help out your local fish store. The one I like to go to is Wet Pets by Steve down in Norman. It's about 25 minutes away from me, so it's not that bad of a drive. There are others around here, but none of them come close to the professionalism that they have, customer service, selection, and they'll custom order any fish. But besides that, let's get down to a review. So as you can see here, just the box, the packaging, nothing special about it. Oh, it's got a picture of the LED lighting on it. Oh my god, it's got another picture. Yeah, whatever. Now if you notice down here, this is what's really important. It puts out light in the 5200K spectrum, which some people say you need at least like the 6500. This does plenty good, I'll tell you that much right now. Nothing special about it, just, you know, light spectrum. I guess it's got a nighttime mode, I'll show you in a little bit. But enough of the packaging, let's get on to that. So as you can see, the tank has taken off quite a bit since I added the LED lights. Like, it's overcrowded now. But I love the way the lights look on top, and it gives it a much cleaner, slimmer look. I can actually use my glass canopy now. I can actually open this now, no problem. I mean, just look at all that growth. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. Now, in terms of power consumption, they use about 25 watts. As you can see, this goes along here. It's got the extendable arms, so you can make it fit your aquarium with. I actually use my canopy now. This is one thing I want to show to you. This isn't duckweed. It's something else. I got it from Dustin when he shipped some duckweed. When I asked for it, I was like, hey, give me a bunch of duckweed. He's like, okay. And I got this with it as well. It's a little bit larger than duckweed. I think it starts with an S. I really don't know what it's called. But I only had a little bit of it. And I mean, it's taken over my tank. I don't know if you can see that back there. It's back there too. It's all over the place. Yeah, eat that fish food. Eat it. I mean, I've got not only that, but the wisteria. I had a little chunk of it. It's taken off like crazy. Like the red tiger lotus, I've actually got, let's see here, pull it out for you. It's not the best of a leaf, but I mean, actually it's taller than the aquarium itself now. Yeah, it's definitely red tiger lotus, even though it looks green. I haven't been dosing my iron as much lately, but still doing fine. I got my Ludwigia. It's coming off up the top now. I need to trim that and try to sell it. Does it look dirty? Yes, it's a little bit dirty, but it's mostly because dark, because there's no light penetrating now, because these lights have done such an amazing job that the plants just took off, especially when you have a dirty substrate. I don't know if you can see that. Dirt! Yeah! There's one of my loaches. Don't mind the fork. And yeah, it's doing pretty dang well, you know, if I would say. Now, as far as temperature output, I'll show you right here. You know, it's not. Let's see. Just want to scan it a little bit. Blah 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 blah. You see, the hottest it got was about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that's not bad at all. I mean, put your hand on it. It's a little warm, but not bad. I mean, the whole upper portion is an aluminum heat sink, so you don't have to worry about it overheating. It does a great job at cooling. I mean, 110 degrees Fahrenheit, that's not bad at all. I mean, my T12s I was running were probably a lot hotter than that. And, like, you put your hand over it, you don't even feel the heat. On top, you do. It's barely warm. Don't worry about it. Heat is not an issue. A lot less power consumption at 25 watts anyway. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like once I got the plants trimmed. Okay, as you can see, it's really cloudy right now, but that's just because I took a bunch of Ludwigia out, and just so it cleared out. Also, I got a whole glass full of this. I'm going to call it mega duckweed, even though that's the incorrect name for it. That's what I'm going to call it, mega duckweed. Look at all that. No, not really. Took all this out, and there's still a bunch in there. I took most of my wisteria out. I got some in the back. I'm going to put all the wisteria back in. Might sell some of that as well. But let me show you some. All of this, you know, I got wisteria back here. All of these, look at this. That's one stem. That's one stem. Can you see that? One stem of Ludwigia. I could get a bunch of money from that. Got this, got a bunch of big pieces, you know. And of course the wisteria. I mean, look at all that though. This is just extra. I had to chop it down a lot. You know, I need new growth to come in. I mean, it was really, really bad. I had to chop it all down. The only thing really going now is the red tiger lotus, and that needs a lot of light anyway. I'm in the middle of a water change right now, just filling up the bucket to get some more clean water in, doing about a 50% change, as you can see. And over there I got my container with all my extra plants in there. Don't know what I'm going to do with them until I get around to selling them. I'm going to try to make it to the pet store tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to sell them, probably just give them away. It takes a lot to make some type of profit, so see, they're all like, what the hell's going on here? Water's really dirty. Considering I haven't done a water change in quite some time, I was actually kind of surprised on how good the water was. I mean, yeah, it was dirty, but I haven't done a water change like this in like 3-4 months, maybe. About 3 months. And that just shows, like, if you got good filtration and you got plenty of plants, it's basically its own ecosystem. You don't even have to do anything. I mean, I gotta wash out my sponge filter, my filter, maybe once a month, twice if I'm feeling good. And got rid of all that mega duckweed. I need to find a name for that. Alright, so I got my prime here, but I'm almost out. So this might use that, but you could also get something a little bit better. It's Premier from Seachem's Aqua Vitro line. Now, it's like their normal product lineup, but it's a little bit better. Don't really know how right now. I'm not going to try to bullshit you on that. So just know that these are actually cheaper than their normal lineup too, and it's supposed to be better. Yeah. Can't really find these online. Have to go to your local fish store. Luckily, the one I go to, Wet Pets by Steve, they sell their complete Aqua Vitro lineup along with their saltwater lineup, their version of that, which I don't know the name of that right now. But I do know that they do have the freshwater and saltwater versions. So I'm going to go ahead. Everyone does this differently. I know what people say you're supposed to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add 1 inner capful. You see that? I'm going to add that to the water I just got out of the tap in the bathtub. You know why? Because that's the way I've always done it, and that's the way it works for me. Alright, so that's how I do my water changes. I don't fill up the bucket too much so it's not too heavy. I just put it on top and let the vacuum hose do the exact opposite of basically cleaning the tank or removing water, whatever. You just gotta set it in here, get the vacuum going, comes through the line, and fresh water goes in there. Remember, it's not too heavy, so don't worry. Plus, this glass is really strong. I've even done this in my 10 gallon before, so if my 10 gallon can handle it, 29 gallon can handle it. Alright, it's been about an hour or so since I got my water change done. You can see how much more open it is since I got all of that taken out. Mostly Ludwigia repens. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. My initial plan was to take it to that pet store and let them sell it or do something. But I hate to just throw it away. That's my only thing. Like, if one of y'all were closer to me, I'll definitely just give it to you or sell it for like really cheap. But the water's still kind of cloudy. It's getting better though. Fish are loving it. Opens it up a lot more. Let all this grass and baby tears down here, let it get some new growth. I want to show y'all something. My Anubias looks like complete crap now because a few weeks ago I took it out to clean up the driftwood. Pleco didn't like that, but left it out too long and the leaves started like just drying out, and I put it back in and that's what happened. I don't care because, to be honest, I'm getting sick of that Anubias along with my Amazon sword back here. These are the only 2 plants I bought from PetSmart, and both of them suck in my opinion because that's not growing like it should. Neither is the sword. And it can't be nutrients because everything else is growing correctly. I think they have smaller versions, you know, toned down versions to sell to people that usually have 10 gallon aquariums. Look at rainbows, trying to get some camera time. As you can see, the red tiger lotus, it's doing very well. Can't see that, but it's gone up there. Here, let me turn nighttime mode on. This is another fan I meant to show y'all. On this Fluval LED light, over here, there's a little switch. Bring it this way, it turns nighttime mode on, which only allows a few of the blue LEDs to stay on. Turn off some of these lights and I'll show you. Get a better effect here. Oh yeah, looks nice. However, if you're using a timer or a ramp timer, like I am in my case, don't forget the current USA ramp timer, which works amazing. But if you're using one of those, you cannot have it to where when your main lights turn off, the moonlighting comes on, because you manually have to switch it. So what happens is, you just can't use the moonlighting feature unless you want to manually turn your lights on and off. Personally, I prefer the ramp method better because it's a lot less stressful on the fish. And I like the effect it gives off too. Now, did some research while I was waiting for it to clear up. This is called Salvinia. It's related to duckweed, but it is not duckweed. So it is not called mega duckweed anymore. It's not like a mega Charizard or mega Venusaur. It's called Salvinia. If you do a simple Google search for it, you'll see all this pops up. There's spelling there. Salvinia. But that's pretty much it. I mean, definitely get the lights if you can. They do great. Like I said, I had to clear all of those plants out just because the lights were making them grow too fast for me, which isn't bad. It's just it got so dense in there that you didn't get any light. Well, you can see some of the sag was starting to die off. But yeah, it cleared all that area out. And definitely, if you can, I'm going to turn this light back on. If you can, get the Fluval LED lighting system. The current USA lighting system might give you more features as far as lighting goes, but this is brighter, a lot brighter than what the current USA lights can do. But if you got like low light requirements, that's fine. Go ahead and get that. And one of the good things about this, it does come with a 5-year warranty. So if you got any problems within the 5 years, you just send it back in the Fluval and they'll send you a new one. But that does not cover, like if a few LEDs go out, that's under the, basically it says, hey, a couple LEDs will go out eventually because nothing's perfect. But I mean, if like half of them go out within 5 years, yeah, I'd definitely send it back. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. There goes my review of the Fluval Aqualife and Plant Full Spectrum LED lighting system. And my little water change for you. You can see it all set up there. Red tiger lotus leaf on top here. A lot better. And it's only going to get clearer over the next few hours. So yeah. Sorry for being all over the place. I just wanted to get this review in. Comment, rate, subscribe if you like it. like it. If you don't like it, don't like, then give it a thumbs down. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for my review of the lighting system. See ya.